Goodluck Jonathan, who was an observer in the just ended Guinea-Bissau presidential election, has come out to say that there was no coup d'etat. That no coup d'etat occurred in Guinea-Bissau. He says that whatever people are celebrating that is a coup d'etat was an act orchestrated by the president of Guinea-Bissau because he had lost the election. He needed a comeback to the result and needed to remove the opposition overwhelmingly from the picture, and that the coup d'etat was staged. I'll play you the video of Goodluck Jonathan. He said the coup d'etat was staged, and that the way in which the coup d'etat occurred, it's actually clear that it was staged. Now, how do you explain the fact that, according to Goodluck Jonathan, it was the president who was removed through a coup d'etat that announced his coup d'etat? He still had his phone. He was communicating with media organs, communicating with international community. Normal circumstances, if a coup d'etat is real, they will seize their phone and they will keep you in an uncompromised position, and you will be held incommunicado, because they still have to galvanize powers. They still have to secure and have all country under control, and you will be there for the minimum of 6 months to 3 years before they even think of releasing you on exile. But you see, this was not the case with this man in Guinea-Bissau. According to Goodluck Jonathan, he still had his phone. He was communicating, he was discussing. He was the one who he was granting an international press conference. Why he has been arrested? How? All the coup d'etat that occurred, the presidents are still being held. In fact, as I'm talking to you, this same man made just 2 days in captivity and was seen in Senegal. No coup d'etat will occur where a president is removed through a coup d'etat and immediately or 1 week that president is sent for an exile. No. Because at that time, the president still have powers and can go and mobilize. So they make sure that you don't have any power. All the structures are changed. That's why they keep you for lesser than 6 months. But this man is in Senegal enjoying his life. Watch Goodluck Jonathan. Zelensky is in a very big problem right now. Very big problem. You know, his chief of defense was accused of embezzling $100 million. Major aides have been arrested, and now they are growing calls for Zelensky to resign. Watch the video.
What happened in Guinea-Bissau, I wouldn't call it a coup. It was not a coup. Maybe some people describe it as no, not quite. RNG. I would just say, if it is like, for want of better word, I would say maybe it was a ceremonial coup. Because for 2 things, it is the President Balo, that announced the coup. Before later, the military man came up to address the world that they were in charge of everywhere. Then Mbalo has already announced the coup, which is strange. Not only announcing the coup, but Mbalo, while the coup took place, was using his phone and addressing media organizations across the world that he has been arrested. I'm a Nigerian close to 70, and I know how they keep heads of state when a coup takes place. Recently, I was a mediator in Mali, an ECOWAS mediator in Mali, and within that period, we had a military coup. Military don't take over governments, and the sitting president that they overthrown will be allowed to be addressing press conferences and announcing that he has been arrested. Why does this happen? Who is fooling who? Basically, what happened in Guinea-Bissau is quite disturbing to me, who believes in democracy. In fact, I feel more pained than the day I called Buhari to congratulate him when I lost the election as a sitting president. Because I've been quite particular about Guinea-Bissau. As a sitting president, then, Guinea-Bissau was in crisis. Started by about 2012. By a levy, we have to go physically. We worked with them and made sure that by 2014, 2013, elections were conducted. In fact, it was so bad the day that I learned that a military man went to the office of the Prime Minister and slapped the Prime Minister in the office. It was that bad. And what is happening is like we are going back to those dark days of Guinea-Bissau, where the military can do whatever they think they can do. It's totally not acceptable.
Vous êtes le futur de notre société. Vous êtes les leaders de demain. Vous êtes les innovateurs de la prochaine génération. Nous sommes là pour vous aider à réaliser vos rêves et atteindre vos objectifs. Bacheliers, devenez les architectes de votre avenir avec l'Institut universitaire du Golfe de Guinée de Douala.
Since 1993, the University Institute of the Gulf of Guinea, it is 3 higher schools, ESG, ISTA, ISA,